Hi everyone and welcome to today's video about how to make real money online by doing surveys. So this is a bit of a different one for you today, and if you've ever done an online survey you might be pretty shocked to find out you can actually make some money by doing online surveys. So that's what I'm going to tell you about today. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to like the video as well. It really helps out my channel. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about what I've got in store for you today. In this video, I'm going to review what I think is the best way that you can make money online by doing surveys. So if you've ever tried making money online by doing surveys, you've probably found it's pretty tricky. You either end up earning pennies or you end up earning tokens or points that you can't really convert to cash, or it's really hard to withdraw, they're not worth very much. These are all of the common problems that you get with lots of the survey sites that mean that it's probably not really worth your time. So I've used a lot of these myself in the past and I've figured out, they're not really worth it, but I found a new survey site. Well, I've been using it for about a year now and I've been able to make some really good money from it just on the side, spending a bit of free time doing it. So that's the one I'm going to tell you about today. Stay tuned to the end of the video where I'll let you know exactly how much I've earned from this, doing this on the side in the last year. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But before that, let me tell you all about it and how you can use it to make money by doing surveys. So without further ado, let me tell you the name of the website that I've been using. It's called Prolific. So I'm going to leave the link for this in the description box below, so you can go onto there. It's prolific.co. That's where I've been using to make this money from doing surveys. So Prolific is a website used by researchers and participants. And researchers from universities and companies around the world use Prolific. You can participate in research about anything really, from shopping habits or memory tests or doing some decision making tasks. There's lots of different things. Some of them will just be questions in a survey. It might be some kind of game that you play with other participants. You could even sign up to focus groups that pay really well. So there's so much on there. I'd say the majority of things are just surveys and they really range in the amount of time that they take, but you can choose that when you log on there. You can choose which ones you go for. You might be asked to remember pictures or choose which one you prefer, or even spend imaginary money in a game with others. So the possibilities are endless really. There's so much research on there that you can participate in. If you have an interest in psychology, you might find some of the studies are really interesting to do. But even if you don't, the pay is really good because it is legitimate research. So that's the main thing. The pay is really good and so much better than any of the other survey sites you might come across. Also, just to mention, none of the surveys are difficult at all. It's really easy to do. It's super straightforward and they're basically just asking for your opinion really. So it doesn't matter. So don't worry about that. Don't let it put you off. Okay, so now let's get into all of the key details and everything you want to know. The studies range in length from 1 minute up to 60 minutes, even more than 60 minutes. It's rare to see them above 60 minutes, but you definitely do as well. So you see a wide range of studies for a wide range of times. Could be 10 minutes, could be a 40-minute study, but if they're 40 minutes then they obviously pay you a lot more. If they're 10 minutes then they pay you a bit less, but it always tells you exactly how much you're going to be paid before you start the study, which is really good. So that's a great thing. You can always see how long a study is going to take before you start. And it varies as well. So if, say, 100 people have taken the study and it's taken longer than the researcher said it would, then they will adjust your reward accordingly. So if it's taken longer than the researcher said, then you basically will get paid more. So it's really fair like that as well. The minimum reward per hour is around £6. It's just gone up recently, so I think at the moment it's just under £6 per hour, which is the minimum that you can expect to be paid for your time. But most of the research will pay you more than this, but that's just a minimum, so they're basically protecting your time so that you get paid enough for your time. But yeah, as I said, most of the research will pay a lot higher than this. So as well as how long the study is going to take, it will tell you exactly how much you will be paid for the study, and it tells you that before you go into the study. So when you click on it, you can see how much you're going to be paid before you start, which is great. And I'll show you what this looks like above. You'll see that it shows you what your hourly rate would be for the study and then how much you'll get paid for the study itself. This is good because if you've got a whole long list of studies coming up and you're not sure which one to choose, you can always pick the one with the highest hourly rate as well, and maybe pick one that's shorter or longer depending on what you're looking for, depending on how much time you've got. So it's really good, it's really transparent, and that's something I really like about this site. So Prolific is based in the UK, but you can sign up for this website pretty much worldwide. So you can check out on the website if you can sign up from your country, but you can sign up if you're from the US, UK, Canada, most European countries, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, the list goes on. So there's a high chance that you'll be able to sign up for the website, whichever country you're from. Because they are based in the UK, payments are made in pounds, but when you get the money in your PayPal account, you can convert it to your currency. Let me tell you how you can sign up and get started. If you go ahead and click the link in the description, you can sign up and make an account. From there, they will ask you to do a few little introductory surveys. So basically, they want to find out a bit more about you. It's all anonymous. You'll be given an ID, which is your Prolific ID, and that's basically just a string of numbers and letters. You don't have to remember it, it always comes up before a survey, but basically it's just showing you that this is anonymous and they're not taking any personal details from you. If you try and complete as many of the intro surveys as you can, then that will ensure that you get sent even more surveys. So it's really good if you have time to do that at the beginning, you can do that. But if you don't have time, just make sure to do the intro one, and that will mean that you can get paid from doing the surveys. I'll show you here what they look like, but it's basically questions about shopping, education, sports, so many different categories. Like I said, you don't have to do all of them, but if you do more, you will get sent more surveys. But you can always come back to this later and fill more in when you have time. So that's it. Once you've signed up and done the intro survey, you'll start seeing surveys come up. I'll show you a little bit about what that looks like. And basically, surveys can come up anytime. So if you do have free time, maybe just open up the tab on your computer so that you can see the surveys as they come up, because they might go quite quickly. You might need to get on it quite quickly. And you can also set up notifications as well. So that way you'll be notified straight away when a survey comes up and you can click on it. It's great because you can see clearly how much a survey is going to pay you and how long it will take. Once your survey responses are approved, the money will be added straight to your balance, and once your balance reaches £5 or more, then you can withdraw your money via PayPal, and this is pretty much instant. So that's it, that's how you can make money with Prolific. It's perfect as a side hustle if you have a bit of free time on your hands and want to make a bit of extra cash. Some of the surveys are quite interesting as well, so it's a good way to spend a bit of free time and get paid for it. Now for the exciting part, I'll tell you how much I've made in 1 year on Prolific. So before I tell you, bearing in mind that I haven't spent too much time on the site, I probably would spend a maximum of a few hours per week in my free time, and some weeks I didn't spend any time at all. So with a tiny little bit of time invested, I have made a grand total of £357.72. I'm going to put the current total above as well, so I'll show you what it looks like now. It might have gone up slightly since I filmed this video, but I think that's pretty good seeing as I haven't spent too much time on it. It's been a little bit of a side hustle over the past year, and it just shows you how much you can actually make, and you could make a lot more than this if you were spending a bit more time on it as well. So it's actually really profitable, and it's a really good way to spend a bit of free time and get a bit of extra money. This is especially good when you compare it to lots of other survey sites as well. So I think it's a really great one to check out if you want to earn a bit of extra money online in your spare time. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was really interesting, and I hope you get signed up yourself if you want to make a bit of extra money this way. Thank you for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you next time for another video. Be sure to subscribe if you do want to stick around and see more videos, and don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you next time.